Hello and welcome. Today, we the students of class 12 are here to reflect the history, lifestyle and freedom fighters of Manipur, Madhya Pradesh and Nagaland. So let's get started. History and lifestyle of Manipur. History. Manipur became a princely state under British rule in 1891. The last of the independent states to be incorporated into British India, it was made a union territory in 1956 and a full-fledged state in 1972. Mariembam Koryang Singh became the first chief minister in 1972 of the state of Manipur. The history of Manipur is reflected by archaeological research, mythology and written history, however, with the finding of old lost puya called Wakloklong Halil Thilel Salai Amailon Pukok Pua, which was written around 1398 BCE, verified by National Archives of India, New Delhi, at the time of King Mongyaba. The kings of Kalibag need to be updated. Since ancient times, the Metis people have lived in the valleys of Manipur alongside the highlanders in the hills and valley in peace. Lifestyle. Manipur is one of the northeastern states of India. Manipur consists of two words, Mani plus Pur, where Mani means jewels and Pur means place. So, the literal meaning of Manipur is jewel land. The meaning of Manipur is not only true in the letter but in spirit also. Manipur is really the precious jewel that is shining with its culture and natural beauty in the subcontinent. The art and culture of Manipur are very rich and holds a great value in lives of Manipuris. Manipur has always been a cross-section point among the Indian subcontinent, Central Asia and Southeast Asia from a cultural point of view. The superior culture of Manipur has always been a high attraction for the tourists of Manipur. The rituals, customs, traditions and superstitions have always fascinated many people from all around the globe. Freedom fighters of Manipur. Bir Tikendrajit Singh. Bir Tikendrajit Singh, the crown of Prince of Manipur, who laid down his life along with his general hunger for protecting the territorial integrity of the state against British imperialist design, has gone down in the annals of history as a hero of supreme sacrifice in the academic Professor K. Nayan Chand Singha. Relations between the Manipur kingdom and the British were peaceful until the death of Maharaja Chandrakiri in 1890, when a power struggle for the throne ignited a civil war. A series of coups, exiles and appeals for help eventually led to the British getting directly involved in Manipur once again. A party of British officials and 400 Gurkhas arrived in Imphal to arrest the prince in revolt, Tikendrajit Singh, and oust the current man on the throne, Maharaja Kulchandra Singh. Haibao Jadunang. A Rongmei Naga leader from present-day Manipur, he was a spiritual leader, social reformist and political leader who sought to emancipate the Naga people from the clutches of British colonial rule during the early decades of the 20th century. Jadunang was seen as a spiritual figure early in life, garnering the attention of neighboring villages, especially folks from the Jelayar Grong tribal community, an important indigenous Naga communities living in the tri-junction of Assam, Manipur and Nagaland, under which the Rongmei Nagas fell. Aside from the Hareka movement, he started building an army which he called Raisen. History and lifestyle of Nagaland. History. Antiquity. The ancient history of the Nagas is unclear. Tribes migrated at different times, each settling in the northeastern part of present India and establishing their respective sovereign mountain terrains and village states. There are no records of whether they came from the northern Mongolian region, Southeast Asia or Southwest China, except that their origins are from the east of India and that historical records show the present-day Naga people settled before the arrival of the Ahoms in 1228 CE. The origin of the word Naga is also unclear, a popularly accepted but controversial. view is that it originated from the Burmese word Naka or Naga, meaning people with earrings. Others suggest it means pierced noses. Both Naka and Naga are pronounced the same way in Burmese. Before the arrival of European colonialism in South Asia, there had been many wars, persecution, and raids from Burma or Naga tribes, meeting people and others in India's northeast. The invaders came from headhunting and to seek wealth and captives from these tribes and ethnic groups. Lifestyle of Nagaland. Nagaland is exquisitely rich in flora and fauna and is a habitat to some of the dandiest plants and animals, not leaving behind the beautiful birds to which this place is home. Owing to its diversity in birds, Nagaland is referred to as the falcon capital of the world. Nagaland supports a flamboyant tribal culture which leaves anybody visiting the place amazed and dazzled. Tribe traditions and loyalties play an important role in Naga society. They have a strong warrior background. They used to make armed raids to the nearby villages. Once a prevalent ritual, headhunting has now become obsolete. In these rituals, the warring tribes used to take the heads of their enemies in order to establish triumphs. Freedom fighters of Nagaland. Maniram Devan. He was one of the greatest freedom fighters of Assam and was the first person to establish a private tea garden in Assam. He was hanged for conspiring against the British authority during the 1857 revolt. Kiang Nangba. He was one of the greatest freedom fighters from the Meghalaya who fought against the British government during the revolt of 1857. The British hanged him publicly at Lomusiang in Galway town in the West Jantia Hills district on 30 December 1862 to convey the message that if anyone who questioned the British authority, then they would be treated like this. The government of India in 201 issued postage stamp to commemorate him. History and lifestyle of Madhya Pradesh. History. After the independence of India, Madhya Pradesh was created in 1950 from the former British central provinces and Berar and the princely states of Makarai and Chhattisgarh with Nagpur as the capital of the state. The new states of Madhya Bharat, Vindhya Pradesh and Bhopal were formed out of the Central India Agency. The history of the Indian state Madhya Pradesh is divided into three periods. During the ancient period, the region was dominated by the Nanda, Maurya and the Gupta empires. The medieval period saw the rise of Rajput clans including the Paramara and the Chandel clans. The latter is known for constructing the temples of Khajuraho. The Malwa Sultanate also ruled during the period. The modern period in Madhya Pradesh saw the rise of the Mughal and Maratha empires and later the British Empire. The British princely states of Gwalior, Indore and Bhopal were a part of modern Madhya Pradesh. The British rule continued until the middle of the 20th century when India gained independence in 1947. The state of Madhya Pradesh was formed in 1956 and Chhattisgarh was carved out from the state in 2000. Lifestyle of Madhya Pradesh. The state Madhya Pradesh, the very heart of India, has a vibrant, colorful and most fascinating culture. The state has cities that are filled with archaeological treats dipped in powerful history. The rich culture has a major contribution to tribal communities. The tribal, non-tribal community together makes the state a beautiful place to visit. As the state Madhya Pradesh is known to be the highest rank holder in the housing tribal community, the community occupies 1/3 part of the entire region. All the communities residing respect each other's culture and religion and together provide a beautiful state. Madhya Pradesh has three distinct tribes: the Gond tribe, the Oraon tribe and the Bhil tribe. The culture and festivals of these tribes are distinctive in nature. Bhagoriya Hat, Madai are two famous festivals that are celebrated by these tribal groups. Freedom fighters of Madhya Pradesh. Chandrasekhar Azad. Chandrasekhar Azad, 23rd July 1906 to 27th February, popularly known as by his self-taken name Azad, was an Indian revolutionary who reorganized the Hindustan Republican Association under its new name of Hindustan Socialist Republican Army after the death of its founder Ram Prasad Bismil. And three other prominent party leaders, Roshan Singh, Rajendra Nath Lahiri and Ashfallah Khan. He often used the pseudonym Balraj when signing pamphlets issued as the Commander-in-Chief of the SHRA, Hindustan Socialist Republican Army. Tatya Tope. Tatya Tope, also spelled as Tatya Tope, was a general in the Indian Rebellion of 1857 and one of its notable leaders. Despite lacking formal military training, Tatya Tope is widely considered as the best and most effective rebel general. Born as Ramchandra Panduranga Yavalkar to a Marathi Deshasth Brahmin family in Yeola, Tatya took on the title Tope, meaning commanding officer. His first name Tatya means general, a personal adherent of Nana Sahib of Bithur. He progressed with the Gwalior contingent after the British reoccupied Kanpur and forced General Windham to retreat from the city. Later on, Tatya Tope came to the relief of Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi and with her seized the city of Gwalior. However, he was defeated by General Napier's British Indian troops at Ranod and after a further defeat at Sikar, he abandoned the campaign. With this, we would like to end up our documentary here. We hope that you guys enjoyed listening to the documentary as we liked making it. Submitted by Group 1.